guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Cassandra here. Cassandra here again. Cassandra here. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Cassandra here, and if you're new, I post videos all in beauty and lifestyle and just about anything that tickles my fancy, and a lot of skincare content and a lot of fragrance videos because your girl is obsessed, okay? And I need to like reel it in a little bit, but you know, it was cancer season and I figured, you know, why not treat myself, okay? So I treated myself to some more perfumes. So this is gonna be a fragrance all. I'm trying to like film before the sun go down, but I also have my ring light in, so if the lighting is off, that is the reason. I have natural light and I have my ring light going on. So yeah, I'm just trying to like work here. I just got home from work. I'm trying to like push these videos out. So the first perfume that I bought, and this is technically not a blind buy, even though all of the others are blind buys, is Dylan Blue Perfume, which is from Versace. And I don't know why I kept the box. I was just trying to be like YouTube fancy. But all of these are going in the trash because I hate packaging. I hate like excessive packaging. But I do love the bottle of this. So this is just a Bougie apple fragrance from Versace. I smelled this back in the winter of 2019. Didn't purchase it then because I felt like it was not seasonally appropriate. Not that like perfume have a season, but usually when you're buying like fruity floral, usually when you're getting like fruity floral fragrances, it's more appropriate for the summertime. So I figured, you know, I'm gonna hold off on it, and I finally decided to purchase it. Which is just like another birthday gift to myself, and it is just the most perfect, beautiful, bougie, Granny Smith, sexy apple. Like, just take apple and like make it sexy fragrance. I love this, and I got it last week, and I've been wearing it for the entire week, and I got a lot of compliments on it, and I absolutely adore this fragrance. I really do love it. Like, I really do love it. This is like in my top 5 for the summer fragrance. I'm like trying to pull up the notes here. Anyways, the current notes are, according to Fragrantica, are Granny Smith. Top notes are Granny Smith apple, black currant, clover, forget me not, which I love forget me not. I think it's just such a beautiful like shrub plant. Seashell. The middle notes are peach, rose hip, petalia, rose, and jasmine, and the base notes are the usual: musk, whitewood, syntrax, and patchouli. Now, personally, I'm not the biggest fan of patchouli in fragrances because sometimes patchouli could come off smelling a bit like dirty skin, or like a little bit too like kind of masculine. And this, I don't smell it in there. It's just like perfect. It's just the perfect blend of like fruits and florals and patchouli, and I love it. So that is Versace Parfum. Dylan Blue. Versace Dylan Blue Parfum because they have Dylan Blue Parfum. Anyways, next fragrance that I blind bought, but I never actually smelled this, and I'm actually kind of mad because I don't really care for it, and it's definitely going to be decluttered, is Charlie White. Now, they have a Charlie Red, which is from Revlon, a very popular fragrance that came out in like the late 80s, early 90s, I believe. Very popular fragrance. So I wanted to try Charlie Red, but I was kind of scared because I felt like it would probably be a bit too vintage. So I figured, why not just go with like the fresher version of the Charlie line, which is the Charlie White. And I'm kind of mad I did. I kind of am mad I did, because this is one of those fragrances that, even though it's labeled for women, it is definitely a unisex fragrance. To me, on my nose, it pulls very much unisex, a little bit more masculine to me. And I personally am not the biggest fan of masculine smelling fragrance on myself. On men, yes, let them smell masculine all day. That's their thing, okay? But on me, I don't want to smell like masculine. I don't want to smell like a man. Okay, I just don't. Anyways, the top notes for this from Revlon is, well, it's not even a top note. It's just a bunch of notes blended together in one thing. So the notes are watermelon, lily of the valley, peach, violet, jasmine, and rose. Now, I don't smell any watermelon. I don't smell the peach. I don't smell the violet. I don't smell the jasmine. Don't smell the rose. All I smell in this perfume is lily of the valley mixed with like grass, like something grass and green. And I'm not a fan of it. I just really am not. So I'm definitely probably going to be decluttering this. So this is Charlie White. The next vintage fragrance that I bought, and I actually bought this because I actually wanted Vanilla Fields by Coty, but I ended up getting Vanilla Musk because Vanilla Field was sold out, and I just decided to take Vanilla Musk instead. Vanilla Musk is so disappointed. So disappointed. I've been searching for like a vanilla fragrance that I could mix with my other perfumes just to amp up the like sweetness a little bit, because I do love like sweet. I like sweet and fresh perfumes, but I do love like vanilla based perfumes as well. Vanilla Musk. Oh God. Vanilla Musk. Vanilla Musk is one of those fragrances that have cedarwood in it, and because it has cedarwood in the fragrance note, it makes it very, very like semi-masculine leaning. Like this is definitely, even though it's labeled for women, just like the Charlie is labeled for women, it leans very unisex, more in the masculine range of perfumes. And I'm not a fan of that either. Like, I'm not a fan. So the notes for this is cedarwood, sandalwood, vanilla, and musk. Just for composition, notes composition. Wait, is that for cedarwood? Yeah. But it's too like basic and masculine for me. I'm gonna probably keep this one because I know I could like make it more like feminine by adding like something like rose or something in there. But this one I'm definitely giving away. So that's Vanilla Musk by Coty. Another vintage fragrance I bought, and I don't even know why I bought a bunch of these stupid vintage fragrances, but I think it's because the prices were so good, which is not a good thing because then you end up spending money and it just goes to waste. Anyways, exclamation. I got exclamation because I was watching somebody else's video and I was like, "Ooh, that's such an interesting like bottle. It looks like an exclamation." And it's a very old perfume. This has been around since like what, the 1980s, maybe early 90s. And it's supposed to be like a floral fragrance, but to me it's like one of those floral fragrance that is like slightly edges on vintage smelling. Anyways, according to Fragrantica, the top notes are peach, apricot, bergamot, and green notes. Middle notes are heliotrope, orris rose, jasmine, and lily of the valley. And the base notes are the typical vanilla, musk, sandalwood, amber, cinnamon, and cedar. And I think what's making me second guess this perfume is the cedar. I'm starting to realize that I don't like cedarwood in fragrances because cedarwood is one of those notes that they tend to put in a lot of men's perfume, and because they put, just to like give it that like kind of, I don't know, like a base, like that heavy base, and because it's like a note that they typically put in men's perfume, when it's added to women's fragrances, it just smells very like unisex and masculine to me, and I don't really care for that. Like, I like feminine smelling perfumes. Not that that means anything in 2021, but like I prefer like rosy, sweet, soft, powdery, violet, you know, type fragrances. These cedarwood fragrance, not a fan. So that was that. The next perfume that I got, and I'm pretty certain you guys have probably seen this in like any of the Walgreens or Rite Aid, because they're always in there, is Lady Stetson. Lady Stetson from Coty. Coty fragrances, because they've been around for like forever, they tend to be a lot more affordable, and I decided to try this one out. The reason why I got this one is because I was told it smelled a little bit like Chanel number 5, and I am one of the only, I'm probably like one of the few people, or younger folks, younger, quote unquote, younger folks that like Chanel number 5. And it does smell a lot like Chanel number 5. I love it. It's very old smelling, like vintage. You could tell it's a vintage perfume, but it's just like a really nice vintage perfume, to me at least. It's a nice vintage perfume to me. So this is one of those like woody, sandalwoody type fragrance with aldehydes in it, and I love it. I do love this. I also want to use it for like a layering combo kind of. I want to use this to like layer with other perfumes. So okay, anyways, the top note for this is, well, the notes. I hate when they do this. Like, they just like throw all the notes in there and just blend it up together. Anyways, the notes for this is aldehyde, sandalwood, carnation, oak moss, musk, ylang ylang, peach, jasmine, amber, rose, and tangerine. And you do get the aldehydes, and you do get the sandalwood and the carnations. Carnations is one of those flowers that tend to make scents smell, because that back in the 80s, like that was what they would use a lot in like older fragrances. So it tends to make fragrance smell a little bit more old lady-ish. And this is like one of those fragrances that like your auntie who's like in her late 50s would wear, because that would probably be like a scent, like a popular scent for her back in the day. But it's still a nice fragrance, and I enjoy it. I like it. I actually sprayed it on my chest yesterday, and like the dry down just smells like just soap. Like, it actually, come to think about it, the dry down for this smells like Dial soap. So if you've ever used out Dial soap, the yellow bar, I think it's Dial, I believe it's Dial, that yellow bar, this is exactly what this smells like. This definitely smells like Dial soap. And that's what I thought about when I first got it. And the last perfume I got was Lovely Sheer from Sarah Jessica Parker. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god, I think this is like my favorite. Now, the funny thing is, when I first sprayed this perfume, it had this really weird, almost odd kind of herbally medicinal note, which is what I got from Ariana Grande's Cloud fragrance. Not that they're the same thing, it's just that it had that like herbal, aromatic type note in there when I first got it. But the dry down to this, guys, the dry down is amazing. Now the top note for this fragrance, according to Fragrantica, is Tunisian orange blossom, bergamot, mandarin orange. Middle notes are gardenia, whitewood, pink pepper, and the base notes are the typical musk, vetiver, and crystal amber. Now, with this perfume, it's very musky. It's musky, and it's like, I don't know, it has this weird note in it, and I don't think it's the orange blossom, and it's definitely not the gardenia, but the mixture of it just smells really nice. It just dries down to this like really soft, subtle smelling fragrance. If any of you guys have ever tried Philosophy Amazing Grace, you know when you smell it, when you spray it and have this like slightly citrus vibe, and then the dry down is just like this nice musk, like smelling clean skin vibe. Like, this is what I got from Sarah Jessica Parker Lovely Sheer. Not that I'm saying that they're the same, but the vibe of Philosophy and this one is, to me, kind of in that same like realm. I love this. I love this. When you first get it and you first like smell it, don't like you're probably going to be off put by it, because it does have that like weird aromatic like smell. Just spray it on your hands, or spray it on your wrist, or spray it on your clothes, and just let it dry down, and it just like, it's perfect. I love this scent a lot. And the last perfume that I got, and it was one that I had to have, like I literally had to have it because I saw like 4 other content creators talked about it. And I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna have to buy it. I'm gonna have to find it. And I'm gonna have to buy it. And this is Daram Wardi from Al Zarafan Perfumes. I adore adore this perfume. It is a very affordable, it's very affordable perfume. It's one of those Middle Eastern fragrance. Like, it has all the Middle Eastern writing on it, and it smells very luxe for the price that I paid for it. So I want to say I paid about 20 something dollars. The whole thing came up to about $30 with shipping. I'm gonna leave the link down below as to where I got it from, but it smells very, very, very luxe. Like, it smells very, very luxe. It smells more expensive than what it should be. And the funny thing is, when I saw this bottle and I got it, the first thing that came to my mind, like, look at it. Even though the shape isn't the same, the first perfume that came to my mind when I smelled it was Delina from Perfume de Marly. For some odd reason, that is what came to my mind. I don't know if it is the exact same, like, thing, because I've never actually smelled Delina from Perfume de Marly. I know, I'm like the only person in the whole world that's never smelled Delina. But everybody keep talking about Delina, but I've never smelled it. So maybe I'll buy it one day, maybe I won't, but I'm not going to blind buy it. I'm going to have to smell it before I buy it. So the notes for this perfume are, top notes are rose, orange blossom, pear, blackcurrant. Middle notes are iris, praline, jasmine, and the base notes are vanilla, patchouli, and tonka bean. Again, this is one of those perfumes that have patchouli in it, but the patchouli isn't like horrid smelling, so I actually kind of like it. And you do get a lot of the rose and orange blossom in here. I don't really smell that much praline, but it does smell pretty sweet, and I absolutely love it. It's just like one of those like bougie like rose perfumes. And the funny thing is also, when I first sprayed this, it smelled more expensive than what it actually is, but it also smelled like something that I've smelled before. And according to the guy, the people, the reviewers on Fragrantica, this is supposed to be a dupe, or it smells a lot similar to La Vie Belle. And the funny thing is, I don't care for La Vie Belle because I think La Vie Belle smells like typical Lancôme perfumes, but I do like this one. So yeah, that is Daram Wardi. Like, this is like tripping me up. Anyways, that is all I got. That's all I have. Your girl is going to go on a no buy haul after one more haul, and that's it. I am done for the year. Well, actually, I'm done until September, and then September I'm probably going to buy like a little bit more of gourmand fragrances, but I need to slow it down. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love y'all, and have a good day, guys. Bye, guys.